my top beauty indicators in the natal chart. Now, there are many of aspects and indicators in the natal chart that can show if somebody is beautiful, sexy, gorgeous, etc., etc. Now, of course, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. What you feel is beautiful, I might not feel is beautiful, and what I feel is beautiful, you might not feel is beautiful. But in astrology, there are certain markers, certain aspects, even ascendants that can show somebody that just have a natural beauty, essence, or aura about themselves. So if you have any of these, you already know what it is. If you don't have any of these that I list, don't trip, it's okay. Again, like I said, there are many aspects that can show beauty, but these are just a few of mine. The first one is Cancer risings. Cancer risings typically, they age very well, especially if they take care of themselves because of their sixth house. Their sixth house is in Pisces. So Cancer risings have to be, most of them usually are very particular about how they eat and what they put in their body because of how their sixth house is set up. So, whatever goes in your body, it shows. And because Cancer is our sign, that is ruled by the moon, Cancer is that very protective, like, has that protective type of shell. So, me personally, when I see somebody that is a Cancer rising, or if they have Cancer rising with Jupiter in the first house, Sun in the first house, even Cancer rising with a Cancer moon in the first house, this can give somebody that has a very round, soft, and feminine look, youthful look. Like, if you see somebody that has this aspect, and you ask them how old they are, and they tell you, oh, I'm 50, I'm 60, you will not believe them. They probably don't look a day over 21. But typically, Cancer risings, they give me that earthy type of energy, that earthy type of look. Like, these are your natural girlies. It doesn't matter if they're a man or a woman, because if it's a man, then if it's a man, he's going to give you that. He's going to be very handsome, but he's going to have that youthful, boyish look about him. Even if he's in his 40s and his 50s, he's going to have that youthful, boyish look to him. And if it's a woman that has this aspect, she can glam herself up, she can dress herself up. Now, don't get it twisted, but they typically give off that natural beauty, that type of beauty that they don't have to do much to get themselves together. They just wash their face with some black soap, some shea butter, cocoa butter, the locks, the braids, the afros. That's what they be giving. They give that natural beauty, but they sexy with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, no matter what they do, no matter how they wrap their hair, tie their hair, boy cut, braids, whatever they choose to rock, they give that natural, youthful type of beauty. Next up is going to be Scorpio risings. Scorpio risings, if they have Scorpio moon on the first house, if they have Venus Scorpio in the first house. Now, another one that's slept on that a lot of people don't talk about is a sextile. If somebody's Venus is sextile their ascendant, or even trying their ascendant, this can give somebody that has beautiful features, beautiful qualities. But let's just say, for example, a Scorpio rising, let's just throw in the Scorpio Venus and a Scorpio Sun, or they got their Scorpio rising with Sun, Venus trining the ascendant. This is somebody who not only gives you inner beauty, they give you inner beauty and they give you outer beauty, because that means that their sun is probably going to be in Leo, and it's going to be in the 11th house, and that rising, they're going to give you. Scorpio risings typically tend to, I like to call them, they give you, they exude sexiness, but with a dark edge, if that makes sense. Prince is he was a Scorpio rising, and he was a perfect example of someone that was extremely beautiful and at age well. Like Scorpio risings are those type of people, they literally age backwards. Like they are like vampires. They do not age at all. They have like these really animalistic features, these soft animalistic features that make them stand out, that make them appear, they can appear androgynous, they can appear really mysterious, especially in the eyes. They have like a really deep, dark, mysterious look about themselves that draws you in, and that's what makes them sexy. That's what makes them beautiful. Again, Prince is another example for me. Janet Jackson is a Scorpio rising as well. Now she's calmed down a whole lot, of course, because she's older and she's a mother now, but back in the day, y'all know Janet was eating the girlies up. As a matter of fact, hold on, not back in the day, baby, still in the day, she's still eating the girlies up, because I went to her concert last year, y'all, and when I tell y'all, sis looked the fuck good. I could not find her waistline. I was half the concert. I was looking for her waistline. I was like, "Where her waistline at? Where is baby?" The waistline wasn't nowhere on that stage. You hear what I'm saying? Sis was still eating the girlies up with that little bitty snatch waistline, about to approach 60. But y'all know back in the days, Janet was a sex symbol. And Scorpio risings, to me, Scorpio risings, prominent Scorpio placements on the ascendant, aspecting the positively, aspecting the ascendant can give somebody that beauty, that exudes sexiness, that exudes sensuality, that exudes beauty, but with that deep, mysterious, dark type of edge. Another person that has Scorpio moon in the first house is Beyonce. Beyonce has Scorpio moon in the first house. Now it is conjunct her Scorpio Uranus, but you guys get what I'm saying. Like, if you're a Beyonce fan, you know this woman, in my opinion, I thought Prince was a very handsome man. He gave you androgynous type of energy with Prince, because he can fluctuate between, he can dress down and still eat, he can dress up, he can wear the boots, he can be half naked, but it was palatable. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was who he was, and he wasn't afraid to express himself in a way that he wanted to express himself, and a lot of that came from that Scorpio rising. I don't know his chart right off the top of my head, but I know he was a Gemini sun. I don't know what else he had going on around the ascendant. I would have to go back and look at the chart, but he was definitely one of my favorite Scorpio risings. Now, even though Beyonce is not a Scorpio rising, Beyonce is a Libra rising. Now they got a new chart out talking about Beyonce is a Aries rising. I don't know. It's supposed to be an AA chart. If anybody know anything about charts, AA charts are supposed to be the most accurate charts. I'm gonna stick with the Libra rising for now, because the Libra rising has been working for her. But with that being said, Beyonce has that Scorpio moon conjunct Uranus on her ascendant, and mwah, chef's kiss. Sis literally oozes sexiness, sex appeal. She's not afraid to be a trendsetter and stand out and do her and be her and express herself. She also has all of those Libra placements. She has Libra Saturn, y'all. That's another one. Libra Saturn, greatly aspecting the ascendant, can give somebody who is extremely beautiful, got good hair, good skin, good teeth, good bone structure. But yeah, Beyonce got all of those Libra planets. Her Venus, I forgot what other. That's like 4 or 5 planets in Venus. That's sextile her. That's sitting right there near her ascendant, and you see what we get. She's very beautiful, very alluring, very sexy, very gorgeous, in my opinion. Now, if you don't like Beyonce, you're not a Beyonce fan, then you probably won't agree with that. But I just wanted to use her as an example of somebody who has these prominent placements on near their ascendant in Libra, in Scorpio, as well as Prince, as well as Janet Jackson. That gives you beauty, sensuality, sexuality, all of that everybody want a piece of, the boys and the girls. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, I'm gonna leave it there, and I'll be back for part 2. All right, you guys. Toodaloo.